Good morning, good afternoon, or very good evening to all the students and teachers. Welcome in English Grammar series by My Online English Class. This is your own YouTube channel, and if you have not subscribed the channel yet, kindly do subscribe the channel. Today's topic is degrees of comparison. In this video, we are going to learn about degree, that is comparison of adjectives. We are going to see in details 3 degrees of comparison. Then we are going to see how the formation of comparative and superlative degree takes place. Then some irregular comparisons which will help us in studying degrees. Let us study these examples, these sentences. My English is great. Mita's English is greater than me. Raghav's English is the greatest in the class. Here we can see that in the first sentence no comparison is done. My English is great, but in these 2 sentences comparison is done. From these examples we can say adjectives change in form to show comparison. Great, greater, greatest. The adjective great has changed its form. Er is added, here est is added. They are called as the degree of comparisons. The first sentence where great was used, it is the positive degree. The second example where greater was used is the comparative degree. And the third sentence in which greatest was used is the superlative degree of comparison. Let us see all these degrees in details with examples. The first type of degree, the positive degree. The adjective is used in its simple form. No changes are done with the adjective. The adjective is used to denote only the existence of some quality of what we speak about. No comparison is made. For example, my friend is tall. Here, tall is used only to tell something about friend. No comparison is done here or made. Sarita is a bold girl. Bold is used only to tell something about Sarita. My mother is a kind woman. Here, kind is an adjective which is used to tell about mother. Next degree is the comparative degree. Here, the adjective is used to denote a higher degree of the quality. This degree is used to compare two things or sets of things, places, or persons. Means, here comparison is made to prove that one is superior to other. For example, Sultana is stronger than Ahmad. Here, comparison is made between Sultana and Ahmad. Banana is healthier than biscuits. Here, banana and biscuit, they are compared. I am thinner than my sister. Here, I and sister are compared. Important thing to know about the comparative degree is there is another way in which we can compare two things, places, or persons. For example, the one way we saw Sultana is stronger than Ahmad. This can be put in other words without changing the meaning like this. Ahmad is less strong than Sultana. Banana is healthier than biscuits. It can be put it in this way. Biscuits are less healthy than banana. So this is the other way to write given adjective in comparative degree. But one thing you have to remember that than is always there in comparative degree. The third degree of comparison is the superlative degree. In superlative degree, the adjective is used to denote the highest degree of quality. This degree is used to compare more than two things or sets of things, places, or persons. Let us see some examples. Sultana is the strongest girl in her class. Here, strongest denotes the highest degree of quality. Banana is the healthiest fruit I know. I am the thinnest member in my family. Here, thinnest, healthiest, these are the highest degree of quality. Let us see how we can form comparative and superlative adjectives. Formation of comparative and superlative. Rule number 1. Most adjectives having one or more syllables are converted into comparative and superlative as follows. To convert into comparative, we just have to add er to the positive, and to convert it into superlative, we just have to add est to the positive. For example, bold. Comparative form is bolder, just er is added, and superlative form is boldest, only est is added. Second example, sweet. Comparative is sweeter, sweetest. Kind, kinder, kindest. Tall, taller, tallest. Small, smaller, smallest. Here, spelling is not changed, only er is used for comparative forms and est is used for superlative forms. Then, next, when the positive form ends with e, only r or st are added. For example, these are single syllable words. Fine, the last word is e. So only r is added, and for superlative st is added because e is already there. So fine, finer, finest. Able, abler, ablest. Wise, wiser, wisest. White, whiter, whitest. And brave, braver, bravest. Next rule, when the positive ends with y preceded by a consonant, the y is replaced by IER for comparative and IEST for superlative. See the examples. Here the last letter is y, but before that consonants have come P, R, H and S. So when we have to convert these positives ending with y and before that a consonant is there, we just have to replace y with IER for comparative and IEST for superlative. Then happy, happier, happiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. Wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. And easy, easier, easiest. Here, y is substituted by IER for comparative and IEST for superlative. Next rule, when the positive has one syllable and ends with a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, then the consonant is doubled before adding ER or EST. Let us see examples and it will be very clear. Sad. Here, only one syllable is there. It ends with D, which is single consonant, and before D comes A, which is a vowel. So, we have to double the D. Sadder. Double D, and we have to add ER for comparative and EST for superlative. Some more examples. Hotter. Here, T is consonant, O is vowel, so to make it comparative, T is doubled, HOTTER, HOTTEST. Fat, fatter, fattest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Rule number 2. Adjectives of more than two syllables form the comparative by adding more and superlative by adding most. In these examples, difficult, more than two syllables are there. So you just don't have to change the spelling. You just have to add more for comparative, most for superlative. Famous, more famous, most famous. Useful, more useful, most useful. Foolish, more foolish, most foolish. Next, some adjectives are compared irregularly. Means we just have to remember them or we just have to learn them. No rules are followed for them. It means that their comparative and superlative are not formed from the positive. They are totally different. For example, good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, lesser, least. Much, more, most. Far, farther, farthest. Here we can see spellings of positive are totally different from comparative and superlative. These are totally different words which are used to compare. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe the channel for all